And good afternoon, folks. Welcome back to Undercover ET. Guys, it's raining like mad here in the UK. Southwest, we've got some gale force winds just pissing down with rain. Unfortunately, I can't do any recording, at least until it starts maybe snowing. So maybe we're going to get some snow towards the end of the month. So touch wood, fingers crossed, that'll happen for me. I hope you guys are doing really well. If you are in the UK, please keep warm. I heard that there's going to be cold weather out all over the place as well. So if you are in those areas, please keep warm. And yeah, guys, really thankful for all the comments in the last video. I connected some dots. You guys seem to be on board with me. Although there are some people that are just not holding hope for disclosure. They don't think it's going to come out, and quite rightly so, right? It's been a secret for a long time, so you would expect it to just continue, right, until something actually happens. But I've got to say, with everything going on with Congress and these people, these officials coming out and actually saying these things, I think it's only a matter of time. I think there is a plan. They're just going through the process, and although there's pushback and all of that, the fact that these people are coming out and saying it is enough. I don't feel like it's going to stop there, guys. I really don't. And big shout out to Ben from Cornwall as well. Ben, I'm wearing it, buddy. I just had to. Appreciate the gift, loving it, and of course merchandise that's on its way, guys. Any ideas, let me know in the comments. I will be doing t-shirts, hoodies, potentially some combat trousers as well. It's all about getting out there and representing public disclosure, guys, so get involved. So we're going to listen to Anna Paulina Luna. She's got something she wants to get off her chest regarding UFO UAP. She's clearly seen enough. Also, we're going to go over some clips as well. Dr. Robert Shipe, Jane's back on the board. I think she's captured a Gordon, you know. We're going to look into it. And Chris Carncross has captured something very strange indeed. So we're going to look into that as well. As always, guys, like and subscribe to the channel. We do need your support. Support the public's evidence. Support disclosure. Let's get into it. All right, on to X. And we're going to start with Night Sky now. Give him a follow if you haven't already. Congresswoman drops bombshell on non-human intelligence. US Congresswoman Anna Paulina Luna says interdimensional beings are real and claims she can't reveal more without violating national security protocols. This makes her the second sitting member of Congress to publicly insist they've seen undeniable evidence of non-human intelligence. Luna warns that powerful forces inside the intelligence community and the Pentagon are fighting to keep the truth buried. I've got a really important point I want to make regarding this very post in a minute. But let's listen to what Anna Paulina Luna has got to say.
You're on the record talking about, quote, non-human life forms that could be interdimensional beings who are visiting us. Can you just explain more to people at home what that might mean?
Yeah, so that's definitely a mouthful, but that is directly based on information that we've received from witnesses. Also information that we have obtained and witnessed via our investigations. There's some stuff that I can't disclose of what I have immediately seen in some of these skiffs, but what I will tell you is this is not just some crazy conspiracy theory. Obviously, there's been massive reporting, not just in the United States, but around the world. And this is something that I think everyone kind of, has always had some curiosity about. We're just simply asking the question.
There you have it. Anna Paulina Luna, once again. And this is what I want to take from this, guys. This is really important. It's so easy to just listen to that and say, you know what? Yeah, aliens are real. I've heard it all before, right? But what she's actually saying is interdimensional beings are real. And what does that actually mean? And when she got asked that question, she just delved into what she's seen, what she's been told. She's seen enough. She just wants to know, right? She didn't actually say what that actually means. What that means is, guys, it means that something that you are completely unaware of, that you've never seen before, that's going to look crazy as hell, can suddenly just pop up out of nowhere. That's what interdimensional means, guys. It means that they can come through to our dimension. It means that we live in a separate dimension to something else, okay? So when we're seeing stuff flying through the sky and seemingly going in and out of visual and looking almost cartoony as well, dropping down to the size of a pea and then popping back up, we don't know what we're looking at. We don't know whether that pea is just a speck of the craft that we're actually seeing that's actually up there, because they're from another dimension. They've got cloaking mechanism, or they're simply just not fully visible in our dimension and you're only seeing part of it. See what I mean? I've got some good examples coming up, but guys, that's what she's saying. When she says interdimensional beings are real, it is some cartoon Roger Rabbit shit.
Drink the drink.
But I don't want the drink.
He doesn't want the drink. He does.
I don't.
You do.
I don't.
You do.
I don't.
You do.
I don't.
You don't.
I do.
You don't.
I do.
You don't.
Listen, when I say I do, that means I...
It really is. Imagine Homer Simpson coming into your front door and looking right at you. That's what we're talking about here. Interdimensional beings that look nothing like us. You know, I'm not saying they all look like cartoons, but I think that's one aspect of it. Sorry to say it. I always say it looks like some Twilight shit, right? This is what we're dealing with. It's incredibly hard to believe, but if they've got strong evidence of it, and my God, they hope they bring it out soon, it's going to shock the world. I'm telling you, it's going to shock the world. For anyone who thinks they're not going to be bringing it out soon, the fact they're even discussing it means that there's a plan in place. Let me tell you, if they wanted to keep this a secret, and it's the biggest secret in humanity's history, okay, we're reporting on the biggest secret in humanity's history. That's why I get excited and why I do this. The fact they're talking about it means it's no longer a secret. And all these little bits of information that are going to come out, they will dribble this stuff out. And if you watched the last video, you would have seen the dots we connected the other day. Crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. I'm excited for this year. I'm excited for next year. I know it's coming. It's just a question of when and who jumps the gun first. So let's look at that evidence, see what we can find, and see what we can marry up to what's being said. All right, this is becoming a regular sight for my channel. Chris Carncross, Brisbane, Australia. He's at it again. He's always emailing every week, Chris, and that means you're putting in effort, buddy. And that, all I can say is thank you very much for putting in the effort, because it takes a little bit of effort and time. But what you may capture, like I say, may be part of this big topic, biggest topic in humanity's history. Then you're part of that, mate. Now this up here, I believe, is a flare, a big flare at that. I believe it is, but I don't know for sure, guys. Doesn't seem to do much, just moves and sits there on the, you know, I feel like that's a flare. Seen similar stuff before, but this is the object in question, guys. Look at this. Now clearly there it looks like it's got a pair of wings, right? It's got a really orange back and a black head to it. Chris is really confused, okay, because he's looked at this clip and he can't tell me, he doesn't know what this is. And to be honest with you, I don't know either. Now Chris he's really on the fence with what this is, guys, and we do need your help. Now it could be a UAP, micro-sized UAP. It's certainly moving really fast, but we just don't know, guys. It does look like it's spewing out plasma from the front there, which is, and then it looks like it's got wings there. What could this be? Guys, what could this be? If you're from Australia, can you let me know? I mean, it clearly goes, it's in the garden, it's tiny. Yeah, I don't know, Chris. It's moving fast, mate, and to be honest, it looks really odd. I would have to say that if it's micro UAP, it's potentially carrying something with it. And this is what we're dealing with, guys. We're dealing with some Ant-Man micro stuff. And as you know, Ant-Man can go from micro size to Ant-Man, right? This is what we're dealing with in UAP. Is this a UAP? I don't know. Have I seen something similar? Yeah, I mean, I've caught something very similar to this, but from, I would say it was at least 150 yards away, and it was jet yellow. And it moved so fast I couldn't tell you what it was, and it was quite large. And it was around that time I was capturing all those, getting all the radio hits, and saucers were coming through, and triangles and dragons and all sorts. It was crazy, right? It's all on the live show. Everyone can go back to it. It's there as well. I don't know which one it's on, but it's there and it's timestamped. I remember sending the image to Doc. Didn't have a clue what it was. I don't even think I got round to showing you guys, but it's there. This is very similar. I mean, it looks like a saucer there, doesn't it? But I don't know. I don't know. Is my honest answer, Chris? Is it fast enough? Kinda. I don't know if it is fast enough. I don't think it is fast enough, Chris. I would only expect to see that in a frame or two at that distance. But these things don't always travel as fast as we sometimes see them when they're tagging aircraft. So this is where we use the speed to determine whether they are UAP. But in this circumstance, the speed isn't showing. But I can't say it's not a UFO. I can't say it's a bug either. Let me know. What do you think it is, guys? If you're from Australia, let me know in the comments. All right, Jane is back again. And this time, by the way, there's several Janes. I get a bit confused. So if you've got a YouTube channel and your name is Jane, when you email me, just let me know what your channel is so that I can link. I know that you've probably told me in the past, but there are so many Janes emailing in at the moment. Boom. If you didn't see it, guys, it's quick. Right through the middle of the trees there. And it's funny, I record the tree lines like this. You can see why it might be a Gordon, right? Which is this triangular UFO I captured out here. But it does look like a dragon as well. It looks like it could be a dragon. Now, this is the sort of speed I'm talking about, guys, right? It comes in from behind the tree, and it's faster than the object that you just saw on Chris Carncross's clip, and yet it was between his camera and the fence. So a lot closer to the camera, but it was moving slower than this thing, and that's the difference. Also, the wind picks up a little bit there. That's strange. I mean, the wind is there. You can hear it. But its strongest moment is in the moment that the UAP comes past. That's really quick, Jane. That's the sort of speed I would expect, guys. This is the sort of speed I would expect. And the jumps, look, boom. Now, if that was closer to the lens, like as close as the other one, you would only see it for a frame, maybe a frame or two, tops. I mean, that's super quick. And so that's the difference, guys. It's as clear as that, really. That's the speed you want to be looking for. But obviously, if the object looks completely abnormal, get a camera on it, because these things won't always travel fast. And like you say, the Boogosphere was coasting along. That white one in Wales, coasting along. The objects it was firing were moving so fast. So some of these things don't move so fast. Some of them do. Some of them, like Ben and Cornwall, they'll move the camera when they're going past, and you'll hear the velocity on the approach. And you can see they're tiny little micro UAP moving at velocities we could only dream of. So you have to take that into account. It just so happens on certain clips the speed is just way out there, and that's confirmation. It's really difficult. I've always said it, if they started slowing down, it would be very difficult unless they were blatant sources. If they were using mimicry and they started slowing down, it'd be very hard for us to actually pick out which ones are UAP and which ones are just bugs, right? But yeah, really, really good. Thank you very much once again, Jane. All right, so we're going to end on this one. Marina del Rey, 18th of January 2026, and not long ago. There are some dragons that tag this, the normal, usual stuff that Robert gets. But he sped this up just to show you guys how frequent the LAPD are just circling around that bay, constantly getting tagged by UAP. Why they're using the LAPD choppers, I don't know. Maybe to look less conspicuous, but let's be honest, there's no crime in Marina del Rey, so they look fucking conspicuous. Check it out. If you look carefully, you will see the chopper getting tagged. Robert does some slows at the end of this clip as well. But yeah, this thing is just pottering around, guys. And it's been doing it now for a couple of days. Well, it's been doing it on and off for years. The LAPD are getting involved. Department of Energy. They're all at it. They're all at it. And this is the reason why, guys. Look, the UAP are all over them over in Marina del Rey there. I suspect there's something under the ocean that they want to know about. The depths in that ocean are very, very deep indeed. And it's one of those parts where they suspect because they just have never seen it, right? They've never seen the bottom. Really, really cool stuff. Thank you very much, Doc. I appreciate that. If you haven't already, please check out Custodian File. Give him a like and support him. He's the man, he's the standard bearer of Dragon UAP, and he's slowly starting to capture other things as well. And I feel like if we just tweak some methods, he will probably start capturing other things. I'd love to know what's further out in the ocean, but he's just too far in, you know, he's never going to be able to get a camera into the ocean. But I suspect there's something we can do, and I can't wait to get over there and do some field testing myself. Maybe we can find out exactly why these things are there. But appreciate you, Doc. Thank you so much. And that's all I've got time for today, guys. Quick, short, simple, concise. Please keep getting the evidence into me, undercoveretuk@gmail.com. I do appreciate all evidence coming in. I may not show it all, but I tell you what, sometimes there's something in the clip that's worth showing, and I'll hold on to it until the right moment comes where the information is relevant and it ties in with my next video. Happens all the time, guys, so don't worry if I don't show your clip straight away. It will likely be used somewhere down the line, and it will be useful for a topic that I'm covering. So with that said, I appreciate you. Thank you so much for taking all your time to record. Like and subscribe, that is free to do. Consider a membership, which isn't free, about £2 a month, but it keeps me ticking over. You're actually supporting UFO research. That's what we do, guys, UFO research. We spend a lot of time analysing footage and making these videos, but we also spend a lot of time recording and doing our own thing as well, trying to capture what we need to capture in order to move forward with this disclosure business. Here in the UK, not really spoken about at all. US is really leading the charge regarding to UFO UAP research and openness, but at the same time we're restricted to what we can see in certain countries as well. I'm sure the likes of Chile, Argentina, other countries probably have their own UFO research teams, so it'd be interesting to know what the world knows, and maybe, just maybe, if Trump or anyone can disclose, I don't care who it is, we'll find out a lot more. With that said, guys, thank you so much. Take care, all the best, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye for now.